Welcome to the ranch where the migrant farmers come. They're looking for work to better their lives. In this beautiful California state, there's economic strife. With the Great Depression, not so many are nice. It's tough work for such a small price. And we ask ourselves, why must they suffer for a dime or nickel, not enough to pay for supper, until they move on to another farm to see if there's more they can muster? George and Lenny dreamed in a million years they'd see a ranch with acres, cows, pigs, and bunnies that are free. As they moved from ranch to ranch, this is what they believed, even though George knew he could never achieve, because so many jobs were spoiled by Lenny's touch, even though he never meant to harm anyone as such. Before they knew it, they were again on the run, and watching over Lenny, George couldn't have any fun. That's when the last straw was finally pulled and done, that left George with no choice but to pull out his gun. Who would have thought George would kill Lenny in the end, when the only way to get their dream was together as friends? It's pretty clear that Lenny never deserved to be dead, but with Curly and the ranch guys just around the bend, there was no possible way that they could make amends. Now all George is left with is guilt and dread. The idea of his dream is ripped to shreds. All he could look forward to was the next farmstead. Welcome to the ranch, where the struggle is real. Welcome to the ranch, they know it's not ideal. Welcome to the ranch, they're here to make a deal, working as hard as they can to earn their meals. Welcome to the ranch, where the struggle is real. Welcome to the ranch, they know it's not ideal. Welcome to the ranch, they're here to make a deal, working as hard as they can to earn their meals. Look at poor little Candy with his stinky old dog. They killed the poor thing because it smelled worse than smog. And there's nothing that Candy could have said or did to right the wrong, because in an accident, Candy's hand became a stump. He wasn't fit to be strong. The boss kept him to clean, even though he might not be there for long. Then there's a black man, Crooks, who's in just as bad a state because of his race. Discrimination took place. Crooks gets his name because a horse kicked his back at the base. He's a stable hand who rarely leaves a trace. He only wants to be left alone in his little space. And when Lenny comes to see him in all his grace, Crooks tells Lenny how his hopes and dreams would be erased. And then there's Curly's wife, who was seen as the temptress. She wooed the guys on the ranch like she was their empress, but she had a softer side that no one cared to know about. She had her own dreams, but Curly wouldn't allow. Now she's tied to the ranch without a doubt. Welcome to the ranch, where the struggle is real. Welcome to the ranch, they know it's not ideal. Welcome to the ranch, they're here to make a deal, working as hard as they can to earn their meals. Welcome to the ranch, where the struggle is real. Welcome to the ranch, they know it's not ideal. Welcome to the ranch, they're here to make a deal, working as hard as they can to earn their meals. See, the problem is that all these characters suffer. The Great Depression was strong, there were storms that were dusters. Working on the ranch made them all lackluster, because they could never get enough money on the ranch to muster. They couldn't fathom any sort of dreams that their minds had clustered. But the question that remains is, of all who suffered the most, even in the end, Curly couldn't boast. He lost his wife, whom he thought he was close, but was it worse than Lenny, who became toast after he killed Curly's wife by the neck and throat? As George said, Lenny had no intentions to kill. He just didn't understand it was too big for his build. It didn't help that Lenny was overly faithful and Curly was disgraceful, and Lenny put George in a position of betrayal. All I hear is death and dying, loneliness, broken dreams. The best laid plans of mice and men go awry, it seems. Lenny couldn't help he was disabled, but they treated him like he was insane. All Lenny ever wanted to do was have a ranch with bunnies, so why did he have to feel the pain? After all George did for Lenny, it was put to vain. Even though George said he'd be better off without Lenny, Steinbeck lets us know the real world isn't friendly. George's dream of the ranch dies and he's still fighting for pennies. Welcome to the ranch, where the struggle is real. Welcome to the ranch, they know it's not ideal. Welcome to the ranch, they're here to make a deal, working as hard as they can to earn their meals. Welcome to the ranch, where the struggle is real. Welcome to the ranch, where they know it's not ideal. Welcome to the ranch, they're here to make a deal, working as hard as they can to earn their meals. To all the dreamers on Soledad Ranch, all your plans were ruined by a giant avalanche, because all the workers just can't learn how to shake hands. They only learn how to be mean and cruel because they're beaten down by depression and feel they can, and thus we see all the best laid plans of mice and men go awry and never stand. So who faces the biggest struggle of all? Is it Curly who lost his wife, Lenny who lost his life, Curly's wife who can't live her dreams away from her husband's strife, Crooks the lonely black man at the only ranch in sight? Is it Candy who doesn't like to put up a fight, or George who after killing Lenny must pay the price? It's your turn to decide, so choose it right.